Greetings and welcome. I am Joffrey, and today we'll be continuing the Savoy run, but hopefully with less pausing this time. Who am I kidding? I know how this goes as much as anyone who's watching this. So, the attempt is going to be to play Savoy and continue to build ourselves up while we slowly expand across the Alps and down to Provence. However, actually getting to Provence, to and through Provence, is going to be a problem because they are still in a very solid personal union with Naples, and beyond that, they are allied to Aragon. Now, I actually need to turn on the sounds because whenever I'm modding, I keep the sounds turned off. Because, well, usually I mod for long enough, I like to have something else playing. Huh. I don't remember how high I normally have the master volume at. But I'll risk turning up the music volume for a bit, and then suddenly it'll turn on one of the loud songs, and it'll be super bombastic, and I'll need to fix it. Oh, that's right. There was the oh wow, the burger. Hmm. New version of Rosbach, and immediately I can see one of the things that's hmm. For some reason the commoners have decided they really want to expand the stone quarries. Hmm. I'm not sure why. Is there just a really high demand for stone? No. Are the peasants just super enfranchised here? I forget where you see that. I thought there was an easy way to see it on this menu. Wealth? Yeah. It is rural, so I mean, they do make about as much as the nobles, which is funny in this place. I've reached the point with getting more peasant enfranchisement that I think the nobles make a little less than the peasants now, and it's only going to get more severe as things move towards being free subject. The build based on the money. Okay, so yeah, the estates will now actively build things based on the idea of I will build this and then I will make more money. Makes a lot of sense. uh, so, what estate? You the burgers would make the most money in in Geneva itself. Though interestingly, even with the peasants, yeah, even with peasant enfranchisement at 100, the peasants oh wait, never mind. Oh, peasants make a lot of money. Huh. Oh, I'm taxing them more. That's why. Okay. That's the point. It's just the fact that I'm taxing the peasants the whole 40%? Jeez. So, income after taxes 19, and then income after. So the nobles, when you consider the fact that they are making, yeah, they aren't making as much money total, but they do make more money in the end due to the fact that I can't tax them as much. A soft answer turneth away wrath. Oh, okay. We're converting people peacefully somehow. Yay. And yeah, we can get very far towards innovative. Interesting. Hello, Rai. Hello. Hello here. I'm not sure if Cause I'm in the streaming corner. I'm not sure if I like who has access and who doesn't. So yeah, the pest. Ignore the fact that pest is here. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you guys don't have the roles that uh, no, I'm trying to search you guys up and add you so that you'd be able to join, but it's not. It's not letting me for some reason. Don't your names come up? That's weird. Well, I will for for the sake of yeah, I'm a masturbator. Yes, I'll just give the ability for the other role to join. The orangish brown one. The fun people role there. Yeah, because you. Yeah, this is really weird. It's just so hard to search up Nito and both of you guys' names. I don't know why your names are so hard to search up on the JJJ. Here I am pausing the game when I said I wasn't going. Well, the game's paused on its own because I researched armories. But here I am trying to search for you goons, and your names for some reason make it super difficult. How annoying. There we go. There, now you goobers are able to join. You God damn it.
Hello, brother.
Hello. There we go.
So what I was saying is I went from I think it was around 20 dynasty members, and in about I don't know, like 50 years, I went to 200.
And that's what you were meaning by never neglect your family. The Vin Diesel strategy.
Never turn your back on family.
Never,
Yeah, they're
never
all
turn your
so
back on
closely related. Like, it's weird. You can actually marry your brother to your sister.
Hmm. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
Because of the arranged marriage is like a different kind of marriage. Yeah.
I wonder if that
No,
maybe
don't
slipped through the
mention it.
cracks.
Don't mention it. Don't mention it. No,
The
it didn't slip through anything.
No. Yeah,
It's meant to be. It's meant to be, obviously.
yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, of course. That was always the plan.
One thing I'm still struggling with is the supporting rebels from low control is like, how do I reduce that? It's it's 81 ducats.
I thought they said that they made it so that that's not as big of a factor.
Oh, it's huge, brother. It's actually really bad.
That the idea would be that it takes more from just mm, uh, actual pop support, not number of pops, that sort of thing. Yeah, but I guess
Well,
not.
they're making like 200 ducats and they're spending 77 on supporting rebels.
That doesn't sound right. That's something's
No,
not working as
no.
intended. Yeah. God damn. Sturdy grains will always be the bane of people's existence in EU5, won't they? The fact that it's this like just worse version of wheat, but as long as you have any access to it, your market will demand a ton of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's only five, and then wheat is so much better. Wheat is 50% better than it. Oh, actually, what's the base price? Base price is probably a lot better too. No, they both have the same base price. Never mind. But they both have the same base price and the same way you get it. And they're both used for very similar things. It's just that wheat is the superior version of it. It. Hmm.
You don't gotta say it like that.
All I'm saying then is that ever since I started to understand the pain of dealing with sturdy grains in EU5, I've started to understand why people complain about the concept of bloat of resources. And why they decided to take out dates. Because can you imagine if dates had ended up staying in the game? Did you even know that
Oh,
was going to be a thing?
no.
Yeah, that was a
That would have been
thing.
so much worse.
Yeah, it was something they showed off like Arabia and North Africa, Persia too. They showed the first screenshot they showed of Persia, I think, had them, and then that was when they removed them. But it was all just unique fruit. You'd have both fruit and dates in some places. It was just so dumb. I think that's one of the big reasons as well that there's so much fruit in Arabia is because it was like its own resource.
Replaced.
Because so much of it was like fruits or dates. So salt.
That's awful.
Oh wow, up to
But I will
10
say
days.
that even though they have more professionals than me, like I can easily beat Egypt with 30,000 against 120,000.
Rather cocky, are we?
No, it's just true. It's just true.
Hmm.
Everything I say is facts.
Yeah, I believe it coming from you at any rate. I was surprised that the game managed to be so difficult for you with the Jalarians. Like, no, this is that bad. It's like you played them and you're like, I'm gonna show you guys how bad it is, and I did not believe it, but well, it
Yeah,
ended up being true.
you get really messed up at the beginning, and that's just because of how the mechanic works for when your ruler dies.
Yeah.
You will always 100% all the time have your ruler die, and then you'll have to take 20 stability, like a 20 stab hit, and then have to claw your way back up, and then somehow either they die, they kill your ruler, or you just beat them in the war. Those are the only options.
Well,
I think I've only managed to stomp out the rebellion one time.
It's that bad? Just fighting
Yeah.
the revolt? Ugh.
Like, you know how you can walk over and then um stomp out rebellions by like friendly armies in province or whatever?
Mm.
Yeah, it's that bad. Like, it really hurts actually. But I found a way to get my pop satisfaction to join threshold to like 5%.
I um I think that's gonna help a lot in this patch because for me for example this like you know point 0.3 happens and instantly when I load it up I'm getting this huge power of support uh ticking down and there's no
Yeah,
it's just point 0.2 like gold worth of support due to lack of control. It's not even coming from the estates. I'm curious to see how that's gonna continue to play out.
they actually made the hordes more playable when they did that. Because before I had everything was rebelling. My own grandmother was rebelling against me. And now um and now like everything ticks down at a relatively good pace and I don't have to worry about it. I just want to know like where's the money going?
Where's the money that's supporting the revolts? I don't know, giving them sharper
Yeah,
sticks.
13% and
Lumber.
they're at 0. Like they're getting 13 ducats from this with no rebellions at all. Yeah, it's a strange mechanic for sure. They're spending all this money on rebels that aren't gonna pop up whatsoever.
Forgot. I've got to get rid of this town that my vassal built. My vassal built a town on an iron mine and a lumber RGO. Uh, no, and then they developed up the livestock place next to it to max, so I can't even justify turning that into a town now. Uh,
Wait,
and then they built a
does
ton of farm
that
buildings.
doesn't do anything.
What doesn't do
It
anything?
doesn't take away from it, does it?
What doesn't? What take? What are you talking
Oh,
about?
okay, okay. Yeah, maximum RGO size for rural. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It would be 10 wood RGOs, just like there's 10 of these livestock ones, which, to be
Yeah, as
fair,
soon as you build it up, it's half.
I can afford to lose 5 livestock RGOs in this mountain. I think that's fine, but still gonna be sad if I build it up. But the main thing is I need to take down these towns. It's like even though they've got some decent buildings here because the vassal built them up, but you built a university, really? Oh my God! But that iron, that iron and wood is too precious to waste in such a way. It's the demand for iron in Genoa. Yeah, just max. Yeah, everyone really wants it. Like, people are using as much lumber and wood as is available to be used. So
That's right.
downgrading the towns. And let the AI. Well, theoretically, my estates are gonna look at look at those now free RGOs of great value and be like, oh. Nah, the peasants and burghers both really for peasants and nobles really want to upgrade some random wheat location I just took. Oh, because it has no control. Oh, they're smart. They're smart.
Yeah, Joffrey, they're cooking you.
The
They're cooking you.
estates are the estates are clever now. They're gonna so in future the estates are gonna prioritize making RGOs in places that you do not control effectively because they're gonna get more money out of it. You won't be able to profit. If this place is
Hmm.
unlawful territory, so I'm not getting anything out of that.
And that's also based on a state satisfaction too.
Hmm. Oh yeah, so I could go expanded levies for levy size and free subjects, or I could start trending more towards plutocracy. I'm almost at the max that I can trend towards plutocracy for the moment. Come on. Come on. I just need a mere 95 plutocracy. That should be easy.
You'll get there one day. You'll get there one day.
I guess we're going expanded levies for the moment. Oh dear.
I think quantity is like better if you want to have a standing army now. I think it's always been better. Army maintenance reduction. That's a flat reduction, by the way.
Yeah, so I've heard people say
'Cause
that it's really good.
yeah, if you like hover over, you have to go in a picture, inside of a picture, inside of a picture. But mine is like 75%, and then you have like these added modifiers. But the army maintenance it starts at 100.
Well, I'm not sure where that shows up. Oh, oh, I didn't know about this. Average army experience is a thing. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
So because I'm drilling my army, the like it gives me a higher and higher average army experience, and then that is starting to trend me towards quality. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, the weird thing is like if you want to push towards quantity, like one of the things is percentage of soldiers. Like what?
I wonder what that means. Yeah.
It's a percentage for like your total population.
So just percentage of your country that's mobilized at any given time.
Not mobilized per se, but like you have soldier pops that just aren't doing anything. So it's talking about those. When it
Hmm.
talks about percentages, that's
That
what it
makes
means.
sense. I mean, theoretically, the funny thing about that means that if you just shit out armories and castles, you're gonna have a ton of soldier pops. So
Hmm.
if you're playing tall and you just build a ton, oh wait, oh yeah, yeah, that's got to be what it means. It means percent, like it's got to be percentage of your country's pops that are soldiers. Yeah. Got these goddamn peasants with their you got your nobles building tall castles and the peasants with their local assemblies and festival grounds. What even? As everyone, as everyone, commoners are fond of merriment and celebrations every time they have the opportunity. To that effect, specific grounds are designated to hold the festival and festivities in every settlement. Wow!
You just gotta bulldoze there and destroy everything.
Yes. You're gonna show up and tear down their festivals. But due to my only son's foolish decision to become Catholic, he is no longer the heir. Would me force converting that this guy? Wait, that's me. So that doesn't. Obviously, then no. If I forcibly convert the religion of Piedmont to Waldensian, would that then convert the leaders too? And then, as a result, the leader and her husband, who is my son, converting him then back to the correct faith, and then making him my heir once again? Requirements not met. It says they have less than 50. Oh, Liberty Desire from events. There's a couple. Yeah. She's a little too much. Gotta wait a few months before that would be able to happen. Kill off my son-in-law. Oh my god. You're trying to figure out the math of percentage of nobles for the discipline. You gotta just get. I wonder. Now there aren't really any buildings that you can. I mean, I guess if you allow the nobles to make their toll houses, that gives you more nobles as well as aristocracy. But I don't think there's much else you can do that increases your percentage of nobles. I shall turn my back on family then. Sounds good. Then again, he was the guy who, oh my goodness. He was the guy that was pushing my societal values towards plutocracy. So without him now, um, can I even push it any further? I can push it to 31, actually, yeah. If I was Hussite, you'd say I should push him out the window, yeah. Exactly. That's the other thing that you might have said. Come on, people. Everyone needs to move to Geneva. Why is not everyone? Oh, there's still a. No, why is there still demand? Oh, people want to move here because of the jobs. Yeah, the estate's built a ton of stone.
Rain's buffering on my end.
That's just gonna be a temporary thing.
Just like, you know.
Well, how very dare you? What is all this sand demand for? Glass or something? Actually, it's quite a few things. This is so funny because pre-release of EU5, I started this meme back when was doing all the Tinto Talk things constantly. The idea that sand would be the meta, that you needed to have sand RGOs in your country, otherwise you weren't shit, because you needed to be able to make glass or something. Well, you need glass to be good. If you don't have all the glass, then you're just bad. That's why. Hello, Nemcraft. There. I am playing Savoy in EU5. I like Savoy. Right? Yep. Yes, of course. He leaves. He leaves.
I wonder why you
What?
haven't been crusaded yet.
You know, I would wonder the same thing if I ever saw the AI crusade. But I do not see that happen.
Oh, I wish they would. It would be really funny.
I am glad that I'm not being crusaded on, but yeah. God, I am not very high on the totem pole of people making trades in the Genoa
Provence
market.
stole Genoa.
So Provence stole Genoa, and then they stayed in their personal What? Wait, it ended. How did this end? What? Maria di Anjou? Yeah, that's this man's. No. What? Where's Maria di Anjou in this? And then there's the ruler of Croatia and shit. What? Queen Maria. She was Queen Maria di Anjou, Queen of Naples, Countess of Provence, Duchess of Provence, Consuless of Mondovi. And then she had a child with the Bruce family. However, the Bruce family, um, well, the child died. My third cousin, apparently. And then from there, the crown skipped over somewhere?
It would have been so funny to see Provence, Naples, whoever the fuck, and Scotland in a Bruce PU. If that would have happened.
It was on its way to happening, but it just didn't because the Bruce's heir died.
Should have. It's just a skill issue, really. Should have not died as an infant.
I don't know how this woman ended up the Duchess of Provence, but that happening suddenly means that I can beat their ass. I mean, not yet. They'd probably still. Actually, they're not that much stronger than me right now. And now that I'm starting to build up a professional army, the gap is closing. So I'm about to research men at arms. So what else is on my to-do list? Gunsmith. You know. But regardless, the whole reason that I was doing all this researching of and then building up of an army is not because I want to immediately beat the snot out of Provence, but because I kind of need to defend myself. Theoretically, I won't be getting attacked by the coalition that exists, but the coalition is substantial. So it would be nice to have the men-at-arms tech research just so that I can have some dudes. I may even want the cannons, but I don't know if that's worth it. What's 500 ducats? What? What? Hey, there's also the tech for the age. The Diplo unique techs. I would really like those. They're a long way down that list, though. I might... Like, I don't really care to get the cav tech for this age, but since I'm gonna want to get the cannon maker just so I can make cannons as well as guns and make money off of it. Eh, honestly, what a men at arms just need weaponry. I'm starting to see like the logic behind, because you know if you use handgunners and the Hufnische, whatever, you'll increase the demand for those goods. Though annoyingly, even though the cannon maker building lets you use like wood, iron, and tools, or just iron and tool, and you've got the option then for copper and tin, I'm noticing that the actual unit itself, the cannon Hufnitsche, needs copper and tin, which feels a little odd. You can make the cannons with the materials, but you need the tin and copper for the actual unit.
I loaded an old save in like new beta, and my economy immediately crashed.
Ah, well, we'll have to see whether the update's going to be that bad or whether we need to stay on the backup for the MP.
This is what I was talking about. Gotta run into a lot of issues with the beta. To be fair, I exactly knew what was going to happen, but oh well.
I have yet to see anything like that happen to my own games.
I was spending excessively on a lot of things, to be fair. So I can calm down a lot of the spending now, which means I'm making money again. But yeah, I'm making a lot less than I was before. For sure. Was there any changes on how religion would affect profit in the patch, or? Because that's the one thing I could think about, really.
They did not change any religious stuff this patch.
Well done. I guess I can't blame it on English refusing to become Lollard.
Well, if there's enough of them, you definitely could, because they could be pissing people off. Huh. Demands for Market Village. How much does it cost normally to make one? 32. Oh, that's cheaper cost. Makes a Market Village. I wanted a Market Village there anyway.
Villages. I have not built enough market villages in my personal campaigns. It's sad, really.
Really, to really depends for me on just how confident I am that I'm going to keep a place long term as a rural location, because I don't like to waste money on rural buildings that will be deleted when it becomes urbanized. Obviously.
I go where the wind tells me to go. And the wind is telling me rural. Also sounds like someone who is schizophrenic. So that sounds like something that they would say.
But you are schizophrenic.
Well, I should have you know My imaginary friend is very real.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to offend. Yeah, I think, yeah, Nito, I think that with the changes, traditional economy and serfdom will actually be better for longer. 'Cause of that. Yeah, there's going to be more situations where you'd actually like to be um, traditional economy and or serfdom than there were before. No, the more that they attempt to make stuff require difficult choices, what you're gonna pick, the more interesting it gets. Sometimes they make mistakes though, of course. Must continue building roads. I know I've got this
Yeah,
lake, but
I can say for sure the economy has definitely changed a lot. Just looking at what.
are you saying that it would be a good idea to give free subjects the prosperity growth back? That was kind of insane. It's like it was a whole 0.25%, Well, I guess the raw materials output on serfdom. Yeah, they probably should change it again. Yeah. But I don't know if they will or not.
Be making some stud farms.
Yeah, the thing, one of the things about it, Nito, for sure, that I think makes it a good, like, actual choice right now, even though it definitely could be better. I think they could, it could be a little more even. Um, but I don't know, I guess the free subject versus serfdom thing, I really feels like serfdom is just very good at the beginning of the game. However, even then, serfdom has the fact that you nuke peasant enfranchisement, which means all that money goes to the nobles, and it makes the nobles very strong. And sometimes that's a good thing, other times it's not. And serfdom, if you want your nobles to be strong, you can really lean into that and have some very powerful levies, and they'll recover faster too with serfdom, and you get more raw materials output, and the nobles are happier. But the problem is that even if it'll make them happier, it centralizes so much of your money. So much of your country's wealth gets centralized in that estate. And as a result, they will become much, much harder to deal with. Meanwhile, free subjects allowing you to give a lot more money to the commoners and balances it out more between the nobles and commoners means that you are able to, in theory, make it much more of a situation where you can tax them both and theoretically get a higher amount of wealth overall and leave your estates without having as much in general. You're gonna test it in the age of absolutism, 45% crown power, and haven't removed all the privileges yet. Yeah, I definitely believe that. There's a lot of ways you can increase your crown power, and still give out a bunch of privileges. So, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna disagree with that idea. I could embrace meritocracy finally, but I don't really. Other than the little bit of research increase, I don't really want anything from it desperately. There's good stuff in here.
Noticed I'm getting more control now, but that could just be partially due to the bailiff spam I had done before.
Well, I mean, yeah, bailiffs do just give you a flat max control in that location, if you didn't know.
Make liquor in this patch, apparently. That's my recommendation.
Make a
Make a
liquor?
lot of liquor.
What
Yeah.
if you're Muslim, though?
Well, then you won't have a fucking economy. Sorry.
What is the demand
No
for
liquor, no
in
economy.
Genoa, then? Some pretty decent wine demand, I guess, but I don't. There's so much more supply. Well, yeah, I'm in the Genoese market, and here at least there's a huge excess of liquor. I don't know. Would be nice if Geneva could become a city, but that would take a long time from now. I need
reason.
I need buildings that demand goods. I need more buildings that demand goods than ones that are making them. There's already much good production in Genoa.
I wonder how much of my economy is Great Britain is propped up by France giving me money because they're in a PU with me. That would be a intriguing question. Oh yeah, how is Waldensian?
Yeah, it's about 68% of my 68.89. It's almost 69% of my country's population, and it's at a place where I don't really feel the need to push it more. It's fine to chill now, I think. It will grow or not grow as needed. I'm instead focusing on increasing my development. But I am also able to pick my second religious aspect. So I'm not sure which one to pick. Because there's one that gives proximity speed, which is great and all, but the problem is that it pushes me towards traditionalist, which is not really my thing. once again, my son, my son is my heir, and the House Savoy is theoretically no longer in danger of getting wiped out. But goddamn, does Piedmont hate me now? No, I have not tried saying thank you, God, for the traditionalism. I don't want it. I want. Is it so hard for a man to be innovative yet also spiritualist? I just don't get it. Oh, like we love God, but in an innovative way. Like, isn't that a thing you can do? God damn. I like parish registers. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I like a lot of these, honestly. But I think I might take rejection of sacraments because this will push me more towards spiritualist and make it cheaper to add or remove religious aspects later. So it'll help me set up the rest of what I want. Maybe. There's no real rush, I guess. And parish registers gives me ticking religious influence anyway, actually. So, more religious influence, possible clerics, tax efficiency. That's all really nice. Only thing that makes me question it is... I love the translated Bibles, look so good. I'll take parish registers. England and France still haven't resolved their war, though Ireland is almost entirely underneath the Pale, but they have no men for some reason. Oh yeah, because they haven't integrated like the whole thing. And the Pale is an English country, but only 3% of it is English. Sheesh.
Yeah, they have a lot of trouble. What happened?
Hey Rye, look at Scotland on my stream.
Scotia?
Scotia.
What are the...
Do you know why that happens?
What?
That happens if you change your court language to Latin in Scotland.
Bro.
And England, if you change England's court language to Latin, you become Anglia. And Britain, which is what I'm totally gonna do. I'm 100% gonna do this when I play Scotland, which won't be for a good while, hopefully. If you change Britain's to Latin, you become Britannia.
That is certainly interesting. That... Ain't that the most cooked thing you've ever heard?
For some reason, the Swiss canton that owned this location before I took it had ruined it, so there was only like 100 people left in that location. So let's see what happens if I'll actually... I mean, it's already been getting immigration, but I wonder what will happen if I build a settlement here. See how high that population growth can go.
Apparently, if you want to become a naval great power, you just need to do heavy spam.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think it should probably be tied to sailors or some other modifier. I mean, heavy ships are great, but I mean, it's 4 galleys to 1 heavy ship in combat, so. Oh, before I forget, I need to upgrade my footmen. The Royal Infantry. Yes. Yes! They're now men at arms. Chunky fuckers.
Oh, this game just baited me. I love randomly losing 100 stability because I clicked on something and I didn't realize what it did.
What did you
Lovely.
what did you do?
It told me, oh, here's this new law. I thought, oh, that's like a new law that I can implement. That's like a new thing because it happened right when I got a tech, right?
Yeah.
So I thought this is like one of those tech laws. No, this is an old law that ends up getting changed, and I lost 100 stability. So, lovely. This game has a habit of kicking you in the teeth. I sincerely hope that you don't get anything like that in your game because if it
Hmm.
because
Well, I have seen that. I've seen, what you're talking about before. I know when you get the pop up because you research a tech or you change to policy or any number of things that cause you to. It was probably the religious like education thing because you
yes, that's
yeah,
exactly what it was.
yeah.
Uh, I I really wish they wouldn't put that as a green thing. They wouldn't put that as a little green tick thing. Because if you click it without knowing it or without thinking about it, like I did, you would immediately fuck yourself over. But oh well. We'll live. We'll live. It's okay. It's okay. I'm only coping a little bit.
Speed up. Well, theoretically, in maybe in 18 hours I'll be trying to help Eric with EU5 because yeah, I messaged him while he was asleep. No, he's woken up. The poor man must learn. I mean, he is like even though when it comes to offering things like that, Eric is the sort of person where even if you offer something like that to him, even if he fails, he does not care if he fails as long as people appreciate him. Because he just cares about having a good time hanging out with people. Why does he message you, the croc? What? I choose. You know what? I'm gonna choose to believe that you mean he sends you a picture of a pot. Because the croc is a type of pot, so I'm gonna choose to believe you mean Oh, why doesn't he message you? Because I don't know. I just told him straight up, like, hey, hit me up if you're free anytime today. I'll try and teach you. Um, that would probably be why. Ah, yes, you're probably right. Yes, he's actually Australian this whole time. I'll have to let Mags know.
Scandalous.
Yeah, it's actually a fake German accent this whole time. God, there's so many
I
texts
think
in this
this.
game.
I don't want to be a pessimist, but I think this stupid fucking law might have cooked my campaign. Uh. Ain't that I love this game. It's a great game, you know, great game. I love it. I love it. Yep.
Me too.
It's good. I love it. It's a great game. I like the game. Yep. I love the game. Oh, France is apparently helping with the Civil War now.
Wealth. Yeah, wealth is the base value. Okay, so I really need to put a bailiff in this iron mine because that's gonna be crazy. Like you know that it's crazy when every time I upgrade the RGO, all of the people employed in the laborer buildings instantly unemploy from them and move to the mines. Rye, Nito's trying to figure out what you're playing, but he says you are muttering again. And I quote, he is muttering again.
Okay.
What are you playing? I don't remember.
I just said it was Great Britain.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's the same country you've been playing for a while. Yes, Lollard, Great Britain. He has been playing it for ever since the ever since the first version of Rosebach came out as his litmus test. So he's smart.
Yeah, and the litmus test is us catching on fire right now. That's what's happening.
Oh dear.
Negative 63 stability, okay? That's better than negative 100. Okay? Look on the bright side.
It's just preparing you for your Byzantine run. Because it's your turn to play the Byzantines next time, right? I'll play like once we finish this campaign. I'll be Scotland and you'll be the Byzantines. I think that's how that works.
Oh, yeah. Why not? Why not? Yep. Why not?
He's so dead.
Why not? Yeah. Lost it all. I need to print money to not constantly be going in debt, and that's just lovely. I love that so much, and personally, oh, now I can ask. Now I can ask to become France's fiefdom. Yep, that's lovely. That's a good idea.
This is a great honor.
It ends the war.
Ah!
I'm not in a war. It's just a civil war. You see, simple little cute civil war.
That's such a Victoria 3 sounding situation. You're in the middle of a civil war and you offer to become France's subject so that they help you win it.
Well, I've already completed the civil war because they surrendered.
Ah.
Because there must have been some French blood in them. No, never play this game and click the green button because new policy is available. I don't care about the new policy. Okay, don't notify me about a new policy if I'm not gonna be able to make any fucking use of it. Okay. First of all, well, let's just get that one out of the way. Second of all, why are you putting it into green when I'm gonna lose 100 stability for changing it? Why are you making it a big old
If it
cool
makes you
green
feel any
button?
better, I'm making more money than France and Bohemia as a Jallarist.
That doesn't make me feel any better, okay?
I tried. You seen that, Joffrey? I attempted.
This is what's gonna like see the next game as well, because this time he plays the Jellarids and then he grinds the Jellarids between every session, and then over the course of the 1 week figures out the strat so much that by the year 1450 he's gonna be stronger than France. And
Do you know how much it
next
costs
game,
to upgrade one town? 215 ducats.
what are we to do with
Congratulations.
you?
Yep. So proud of you.
Thank you. It's because I'm Iranian.
I hate this game.
Excuse you.
Oh, a big old bone to pick. Yeah. So stupid big green button. I fell for it before, so I should know. I should really have expected it, but
Yeah, they really tricked you.
at least my nobles are actually helping me. That right there is rare. That's beautiful.
I love the Duchy of Pest. Damn, they became a duchy? What the? I don't know why they exist still, but good for them.
And Joffrey, I figured out why I think serfdom is better. Because now I can keep my peasants at 100% satisfaction and still taxing them. That's good money.
Okay, the fucking campaign's cooked.
How does serfdom mean that you can tax the peasants and still have them at 100 happiness?
Because they're not making very much money, so I just turn down the slider.
Well, that's
They're
not...
making like 1/5 of the nobles.
so... Okay. Counterpoint. You could just tax them less when they're making more money.
Yeah. Well, if they're at 100 satisfaction, I'll never have to deal with another rebellion.
How the fuck did
I'm
France
thinking.
become the senior partner? They're worth lesser power to me. I'm gonna crash out. Oh.
What's your
Ugh.
great power score?
Oh, 13 and they're 45. They're fucking 45.
No way. It'll give it to you. You got to be 25% stronger than them as a great power.
Oh.
I think you have a year for it. I think they changed the
Well, it depends
Both
on whether
the-
he's saying that they already took it or that they are trying to.
They already fucking took it. That's the problem.
Yeah, you'll get it back in a year.
I'm not so sure about that.
You, don't you need to like take a special action? You need to like actively do something to become the senior partner?
I don't think so.
Have
It,
you
it
ever
just
been
kind
in
of
a union
happened, and
before?
I'm really
Don't like.
pissed off. I feel like I'm invading France right now because I am significantly stronger than them. Like this isn't. This is ridiculous. Okay, well let's just be honest. Let's just be clear. If I am much stronger than the junior partner, they should not just randomly be able to steal it from me. Because I still haven't got it back. Yeah, the campaign's cooked. The campaign's fucking cooked. We're exiting the main menu. I'll put my hat up and leave that one alone, at least until I have my sanity back. Then if I want to lose it again, I'll just go play that again. But well,
I'm going to scream. They converted back again! Oh my god!
Who converted what now?
My dynasty is gonna die out now because these stupid ass motherfuckers. Because Bohemia keeps demanding religious conformity. So my vassal Piedmont, who is married to my son and my son and previous heir, well, now my brother, or nephew, I guess. I don't fucking know. Point is, the point is, the guy that was supposed to be my heir was married to a person that was my vassal. That vassal then converted to Catholicism and then converted his religion as well. Therefore, he can't be my heir. So now I'm gonna lose the Savoy dynasty because I inherited the throne with this my eldest daughter who, well, is not married to a member of my dynasty.
But at least she's beautiful, right? That's all that matters.
Wait,
Think
but
about the
then
upsides.
her kids are also Catholic. This game, I'm gonna scream. So her kids are also Catholic. So it can't go to them either. Which means that it instead jumps across to her sister, who is Valdensian. Her kids are Valdensian, but they're not of the right dynasty. So the throne goes to them.
Change your air laws
Well, then
to not any. Yeah,
it's
but
too late for
change
that
the.
now. Then it's gonna go to the other family anyway.
What do you mean? If you change the religious air law to same religious group.
Yeah, then it goes to my son, who is not my dynasty.
Oh,
wait, did I get kicked out the Union? Did I get kicked out the French Union? Did I get kicked out the French Union? I feel like this is an answer to this is an answer I don't want to know. I'm just gonna kill France again because at this point, In theory, I should be doing good.
Oh, and Joffrey, did you see that really cool thing from the generalist about moving your capital at the beginning of the game costing nothing?
No, I did not.
Oh, brother. So you can move your capital at the beginning of the game, and all it costs you is 20 stability.
Must be something to do with how they set up the whole tons of different things not costing anything at game start situation.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I like it.
I'm sure there's oh, he probably talks about that at the beginning of his video with Yemen then, doesn't he? Because they start with a terrible capital.
You don't have to say it like that, Joffrey. You don't have to.
It's horrid. I don't know why they're still there in this game. It's a literal sandbar. The capital at the game start, and it still is right now in this game here, is a hot, arid, flat desert with fish and no harbor. Meanwhile, there are two actual urban locations. The obvious choice of Adan, which has a pretty solid harbor of 50%, and then there's Taiz, which is a coffee place that is very centrally located and has the amazing coffee Arabica thing. Though realistically, long term, you'd probably want to just unurbanize it for maximum coffee output. Because, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God, why do both of their coffee places with all the extra coffee output have to be in terrible places? This is literally
I don't know, buddy.
desert flatland and then, well, mountain woods. One of the only two places in... Yeah, that's crazy. One of the only two places in all of Arabia that have any trees on them at all is a mountain that is where you grow coffee. And then, oh wait, there's actually, that's an actual lumber RGO? There's a lumber RGO in Arabia? I mean, it's Arabia Felix, so like, okay, whatever, but hardly counts at that point. Yeah. I do want to try them sometime. It was I became excited by the concept of playing Yemen when as soon as they showed its RGOs, and how just funny it is compared to the rest of Arabia.
Yeah.
I guess there is a law I could take. You're talking about like changing succession laws. The law I could do is dynastic elective succession, but it makes
I'm not
the
talking about that. I'm
nobles
talking about the religious one. So
I
with the
know.
cabinet.
I
Oh.
know, and I explained that the reason that's a problem is because my heir is Catholic. My son is Catholic, and he's not of my dynasty, so that will just change to a different person that I don't want.
Ah.
Mind you, long term, I want to become a republic, but it would be nice if I could keep the Savoy family until then, because that's going to take a bit.
Well, technically, the Savoy family lives on if you know, somewhere. Just not in Savoy anymore. You know?
You are a lame.
If it makes you feel any better, Savoy has 24 living members in my game.
They only have 21 in mind right now. Yeah.
I'm only 50 years ahead of you. They didn't move very much.
Dynastic elective succession is the one I would theoretically take. But it allows it like for some reason it's a vote determined by the nobility, whatever that means.
You should definitely keep your lineage. I found this guy. He's 189 from Savoy. He's Swiss though. Swiss.
I'm Swish. Swish.
Swishy
Shush.
washy.
Dynastic Collective. Boom. Now my country is gonna be fucked for a little bit. Until my legitimacy and stability fix. Mind you, I'm not gonna take my cabinets off of developing. They're staying on development, but you know.
I think France just straight up left the PU or something. This is really weird.
Did you attack them?
I didn't. I attacked them after they fucking left.
Did you have a unified
it's-
succession law?
Yeah, I did. That's the weird thing. They're just gone. I don't
You
know.
broke the code.
I genuinely don't know what could have happened. I guess I just have to, like this game is sometimes, you know, it really I don't even know what to say, man.
You said it.
France is cooked if they're not in the union. Like that's not even egotism. They're cooked. I made them intentionally very weak. They have zero control over most of their land. There's no way they're ever going to survive outside the union, which means it's just going to end up getting partitioned. Yeah, they have a separate king now. They don't have my king. Okay. I don't want to throw Joffrey's thing off too much, but like, if anybody knows why, well, I'd like to be educated.
The reason that they have a different king now, for sure, is because you attacked them, but I don't know why it would have happened.
They had a different
otherwise.
king before. They
Oh.
had a different king before.
Look at their
then.
succession, then.
We had unified succession law. I don't
Just
know what
look
happened.
at the succession.
Okay, well, what's their succession? They are going to be succeeded by
No, look at their history.
someone. Where do I find that? I don't remember. Country. Don't know where to find the history.
Just on their country screen, top left corner. There's a little golden square thing under their flag.
From 1444 onwards, it was my king until it randomly became King Pierre de Valois. That's what happened. It was completely random. My king, I have a different king, I guess. I don't know what happened. I think it might be because I'm Lillard. That could be why. If I had to take an educated guess. Still bad, but
Did you convert?
I'm willing
You converted to Lollard before you made the union, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what fucking happened.
It is quite possibly something to do with the religion. Wouldn't surprise me. See, you having the if you have the union law, unified succession, that does not stop another country from one of the countries in the union from changing their laws. What it does is it means that when you pass the law, everyone gets the same laws that you have. So, what is your religious succession law?
My religious succession law was all religions.
Okay.
Every single one. That's the strange part to me.
Did your king die at some point? And like
he died, but he had a successor.
And did you
I
notice
was
right afterwards that they were still in the union? Like, was that the moment?
Yeah.
That they left the union, or were they still in it after that?
No, I don't think so. I didn't. I got succeeded and I didn't notice anything. Then I don't know. I don't know. That's all I can really say. Is that I don't know. I just kind of don't have France anymore, so...
Could have been a civil war. That happens sometimes.
They helped me in the Civil War!
What Civil War?
Right after the Civil War.
What Civil War?
I was in a Civil War.
I meant them.
They weren't in a Civil War. I don't notice they were in a Civil War.
Yeah, this Horde Civil War is still really annoying. Like, they kill your ruler, and then that's it. You have a civil war automatically, and it occurs every single time. Not a single time has it not occurred.
Okay.
It's a pretty strong penalty.
Yeah.
The campaign is far from like directly cooked because I have a very strong country still overall, even with some amount of losing in the last little bit, but it's really just like a kick in the teeth to lose that France PU. For a reason I can't even really figure out, to be honest. I guess this is just a cautionary tale for anybody else that wants to play GB. Be careful with lollardry. That's the only thing I can really think of, but I certainly didn't notice it for a while. Yeah, I think they just have their own union now. For all the old union laws I had. It could be bugged. That's another option. It should be... That would... You know, that would be... interesting. I guess just never touch peas in this game. That's the tale. That's what I have to say about it. And the funny thing is that I still have the French combination flag for winning the 100 Years' War. So I guess I have that.
You get that if you are Great Britain and you own land in the France region. It gets expanded if you own all of Ireland as well.
And Scotland. And can attest to
I
that.
assume the Scotland flag is part of the base because you need to be both. You need to own both England and Scotland to form it.
Yeah. I feel a little bit demotivated, but it's far from cooked now. That's the, I guess, it's a silver lining. I just went through a whole lot of trouble to PU France, then for it to end up not leading to anything, which is really bad.
Yeah.
But this does mean I can go become a republic with 0 consequences, which is really funny.
I would be impressed if you managed to become a republic. Because they have made becoming a republic extremely difficult. Though one thing that is neat about becoming a republic is that tribes did not used to have this as an option, but tribes now have a law where all tribes get the choice between picking a law for tribal reform to monarchy, tribal reform to theocracy, or republic, and that will give you the options to reform into one of those respectively. I mean, all previously you could
What?
only become a monarchy.
What?
Yep.
Just for tribes?
Tribes can do that. Yeah. Well, specifically because, I mean, like, the whole point of a tribe is that you are gonna become like an actual country. So
You can't become a theocracy as a tribe though.
doubt.
I think it's
Doubt.
just no, I'm serious.
Serious as a when.
Remember when I played the Haudenosaunee blah 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 run? All I seen was republic or a monarchy. I didn't see a theocracy.
Maybe. I still
You
think I'm
can't
right.
do that for the step forwards though. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right, Joffrey. You're
Yeah.
right. No, I was wrong all along.
Exactly. Thank you for
Mhm,
recognizing
No, thank you for your understanding. You know I'm slow.
that. Oh Christ. Anyway, now I'm just making my people racist.
I think I'm gonna have to study the PU, or at least look at the PU stuff for EU5, because I need to understand what happened. I'm filled with determination.
I've done PUs before, but I've never seen that. That's new to me.
Oh, I've seen other people do PUs before as well, and it's completely new to me. One of my other guesses is just beta jank. It's unfortunate, but
Wish I could get rid of the notifications of enforced religious unity. They keep asking me.
What love is, Joffrey? You wouldn't understand.
I don't like it. I want them to stop. Please. Bohemia. I am not going to convert to the Imperial faith. I am a evil heretic goblin. This will help. When I decline someone's diplomatic offer to me, I will no longer get a pop-up message. Thank goodness.
What's that little purple dot inside of Catholic lands?
Yeah. It's you know,
I wonder what that is.
it's such a little dot. It doesn't even change the layout of the word Catholic.
Oh, and I
Alignment
don't
spots.
know if you've seen it, but the they absolutely do crusades. Okay, they absolutely do those.
Against me though, no. Mm-mm.
I think it's against I think it's against like heathens and not heretics. Because I've had it happen to me plenty of times when I was playing like Egypt or something. But they have like bugged war goals. The one that I was playing, I was like Morocco, and the war goal was for Philistine, and I don't own Philistine, and they can't get there.
You mean Palestine?
Well, it's owned by because it was owned by Egypt still.
Did the Egyptians
Phil-
call it Philistine?
Whatever,
Yeah?
What the
Joffrey.
fuck?
Whatever. Yeah.
They do.
You
Yeah, it's
didn't know
Philistine.
that?
Okay, that's actually really funny. They call it Philistine. Wow. I was completely convinced you were having a laugh. Just a little goof.
Just a little goof, a little gag. It's just a joke. It's just a joke.
Discoverers from Genoa have found the New World. Wow.
The Kingdom of Cyprus converted to Greek culture and then conquered some land in Anatolia before the Ottomans are now coming to annihilate them. God, why are the Ottomans so good? They're so powerful. Oh my gosh, my blue-haired woke girlfriend has entered the stream chat and apologized for not being able to watch. Oh my goodness. Mwah. She dyed like blue hair streaks, and I'm gonna like call her Chloe from that one game. Um, Life is Strange, the worst blue-haired character in fiction. But she
Joffrey,
also doesn't like her, so.
I feel like you're trying to agitate her, you know?
No, she doesn't like
Trying
her
to get her
either.
riled up. This is the most I've ever seen for diplomatic like reputation this early. 21 for Majapahit. Get out of here, dude. Ow.
21 Diplorep and Majapahit. Mappa Jahet. Jababa Jahamit.
Yeah.
No what? That is a little surprising for them, but I guess they picked Diplo because trade. Okay, Charlie, I don't know how they would lie to you and say that it's supposed to be purple when it looks like that. That is some incredibly blue for them to come up to you and say this is this this is purple. Why is nothing in my country worth stuff? All these things have a base price of like 2. Come on.
I've made a crazy, crazy discovery, Joffrey. You can look at anyone's unique advances without having to go to the map thing. You can just look at it. You can look at it in the country tab.
In the country.
Yeah, you click on a country that you want to see the unique advances for, and then you go like for their diplomacy tab, you click on country, and then there's a little chemical bottle or whatever it is, and it shows you all their unique advances.
Yo! Oh shit. You can see their
No,
choices
you're on the
too.
right page.
You can
Yeah,
see the things they chose, preferences of Kingdom of France, diplomatic stuff. Oh. I wonder when it comes to making modded choice stuff, how easy this is gonna be to show up. Hmm. Not looking forward to finding out. That's gonna be making me anxious. Ooh. And when I'm done this stream, I've got to solve the locators not working properly. Locators is so annoying.
I don't envy you.
Everyone loves map modding, but not doing it. They love the concept of it, not the act.
How do you see someone's Diplo rep?
Mm. Look at another. I'm gonna remind myself what Charlie looks like with her new hair.
He's gonna get so mad at you, mister.
She's talking about it being cotton candy blue. I didn't remember it being that bad.
Is she mad about it?
Is
Is it not the right color?
well, it was supposed to be purple, but it's not.
Oh,
It's cotton candy blue. Looking at Milan, the Republic of Milan, with the Ambrosian Republic reform, and be like, Mags could have had this. This is who we could have been, and he chose. He chose to be the dynastic Signora. Gross. I mean, it's pretty cool, but oh my goodness, she texting me on stream. I gotta turn down my notification. Yeah, I forget what you look like all the time. You're not very memorable, honestly.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
She asked, guys. She asked. What do you What do
she
you want
did
me to do?
ask. She did ask.
Yeah. No, the Austrians are converting Fribourg. No, I want it. I want it. I must kill the Austrians. Guess I'm gonna integrate. I'm gonna annex the bishopric of Sion. Sion.
I'm feeling a little tired and it's a little late where I am, so I'm just gonna dip.
EP
Hope you
boy.
guys have a very fun and prosperous and great EU5 session that isn't like mine, where I lose to France PU. Okay. Ooh,
That's
you guys.
yes. Bye bye. Go sleep, maritime man. And with that, the maritime man left. Charlie, why are you gaslighting Eden? Just let him play Ultra Kill in peace. I think that's what he's playing. What is he doing? What is he doing? He was doing something. Well, he couldn't have gone. Eden never goes to sleep. Actually, he could have gone to sleep. Sometimes he wants to go to sleep by this time, but no one lets him, so. Oh, Nino. Just like you. Oh my gosh, people always grinding for the multiplayer game. Goodness. Curtis is apparently he's trying to master the trade system so that he can he's gonna bring all the random bullshit from Asia to Europe. He's gonna ruin me.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, while I'm gonna spend the game trying to just aggressively blob and become this bloated mess of a country, and he's just gonna be like, money, trade. Don't worry, Joffrey. Don't worry, Joffrey. I will supply all of your pops with their needs.
And none of the ones that you want.
None of the needs that I want. He's gonna invent new needs that my nobles will have to pay for.
And it comes out of your pocket. All your ducats are gone. Must be an idiot or something, because I really cannot find where the Stipler rep is at. Wait. Diplomacy? No. They turned down the AI conquer desire for France by a lot.
I haven't exactly looked at the values, but they did a global reduction, like, notably in AI aggressiveness, and now there's a rule for it.
My expansion is straight into Egypt for lands I still have cores on. That's what it wants me to take.
I have kidnapped Curtis.
I'm abducted
Yeah.
by aliens.
Not again.
So the way I did it in my Knights game is I just invaded Jerusalem and then went through the Sinai. Kind of cut the middleman out. It's a lot easier that way. But I'm not expecting to be able to do that.
Yeah. And not like I would let you, but yeah. That's my land. That's my land.
That's the emperor's land. You can't have it, you Turk or
Sir.
Kurd or whatever the hell you are right now.
Yeah, I'm a Kurd. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm Kurdish. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I have great reforms. Mm-hmm. And great tech. You wouldn't know about tech.
Events.
And great events. And I'm Shiite, because that's the only way Persia lives, Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, you're
all
Persian.
The events,
you're Persian
all the
now.
things.
I thought you were Kurdish.
What are you trying to say?
So Nito, do you know anything really about colonizing yet? Like how to speed it up in the early game, or is it just a just dragging out. Takes forever.
Oh God, brother, it's you. You definitely want the power projection from meritocracy and then the H2 power projection. Like you want to get a lot of power projection for that stuff, and then
What
getting
does the
one.
power projection do? Because I thought that was to do with other countries, not with like your colonies.
It speeds up. It speeds up your migration.
Ah, and so like I know expelling works in the same market. Does it work with colonies though, or is it only after they're like an
You can
actual colony?
expel, but they essentially the more power projection you have, from what I understand, how they changed it is the less you need to make it a colony for
Mhm.
like the pops.
I think
Okay.
that's how that
It's
works.
it's
Yeah.
percentage based. It's
Yeah.
percentage
Okay.
based, of course.
Because my current plan is to just invade some little African nations, make them vassals, and then put a slave center in them, and then get slaves to fill my colonies. Like that's the current plan, but I don't know how well that works.
Well,
This.
why didn't you just ask me? I've got plenty. I've got plenty. I can ship them off. Okay, I can help you. I can help you. Okay.
Oh yeah, so I tried it in an Oman game. Uh, it did not go very well, but I might try it again. I immediately took out Hormuz, but you can't really integrate their city because you're just kind of screwed. So I tried to make vassals and stuff, but if you give them Hormuz, like they're just way too strong, and so like you're like 500% over your Diplo limit. And so I was like, I'll just slowly figure this out. And then out of nowhere, Teamer just comes up and is just like, "Hey, buddy, I want your land." I'm like, "You're not even close to me. Why?"
Mm-hmm.
And he just,
So
does the thing where he just walks over your land and it's his. And I'm like, cool.
what's really cool about that, which I made the mistake of not doing, you literally have to spy on the Chagatai horde until like 1350. And then you can assassinate him. Because by that time he's around like 16 or something like that. I got to him well, not in the game that we're playing because it would take too long. It would take 15 years for me to do it. But I got to him in this test game that I was doing right before he took over.
So do you have any plan for him in our game, or are you just hoping he's just gonna fuck off into the
Uh,
Golden Horde?
So I've tested it 5 times, and in all 5 times, as soon as he emerges in I think it's January of 1360, he instantly declares war on me. He comes over, kicks me in the teeth, and then says, "Here you go." And I say, "Thank you, sir. I'm dead now."
Oh.
Because the Chobanids and me like stack up against him, and he has more horse archers than us combined.
Ah.
And do you know how much a horse archer costs, like base cost?
A lot.
500 ducats, my boy. 500 ducats. Well, sorry. 600 ducats, my boy. I got it down to 500.
So are you just expecting to die in our game? Is that just where you're going?
Maybe. Maybe.
Because
Wow.
the closest people I think is Joffrey, who, no offense, but you're useless at the moment.
Hey. I can add like wait, how long until he shows up?
5 years. 5 years.
I can get like 2 units of Akratai more.
They will get stack wiped, I promise you. Horse archers are essentially like an H3 unit. You will get stack wiped. I would not even invest into it.
I thought you could become like a vassal under them, but like from what I've seen, they just annex.
I was hoping that they went north, anywhere but me, but apparently I'm the one they wanted to mess with, even though the Golden Horde is in 6 wars when he comes out. It's like, brother, that's free land right there. All you got to do is take it. You got to reach your hand out and grab it. I did figure out how to fix the step horde. God, did it take forever. This is the most unintuitive uh, country type, period.
What, the horde?
Yeah.
Is it what, you just gotta move your capital around a lot, or?
Mm-mm. It's super counterintuitive to what you would think, but essentially it's just like you start with a standing army, right? So you're already economically behind everybody.
Yeah.
And one of the things that always happens is you will go into a civil war. It doesn't matter when, it doesn't matter how. You will always have a civil war happen. Because as soon as your ruler dies, you have to get, I think it's like 70 unity to get out of it. So before you even get that 70 unity, because you're already at 50 unity, because once your ruler dies, you lose 50 unity. There's a 5% ticking chance every month that it will occur, and it will occur. And then you have to get to 90 horde unity and 25 stability. So while you're working your way towards that, you'll get all these events that make you pay a lot of money to get all your stability back because you lost 20 stability because it occurred. And it's like, man, but I don't know what it is, but like after a year of this event, like it is very RNG, but I feel like it's too high of a percentage chance. Every single one that I've been through, they kill my current ruler, and then after my current ruler dies, the next month tick, they declare war on me instantly. Or I just become them, and I don't want to become them because I lose my cores. So anything that's not your culture, you'll lose those cores. It's
Yikes.
so dumb.
And you know, as like the Golden Horde, you have like nothing.
Yeah. You actually want to flip to Crimean as the Golden Horde, which is
Yeah, that
stupid.
makes sense. At least from like the culture map mode.
Well, the problem with being Mongolian is there's no Mongolian there. It's like 1%, and you're over capacity by like. Well, they fixed that, but still bad.
I'm doing a Korea game right now with my friend Connor. He's doing the pirates, the Japanese pirates, because they're broken.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's doing a little colonial game, and I just took Singapore. I'm moving west.
And it keeps raiding you.
Oh yes, but I am like it's
Of that.
1390. I'm already making 250 a month. Like it really is just like AFK simulator
As Singapore?
over in the East Asia.
What?
No, it's Korea. I've just
Korea,
invaded
yeah.
Singapore. I'm making my way west.
Yeah.
Making his way downtown.
This is mostly my experiment for tech. Seeing how tech works and like because we were talking about how like you certain like stuff will get it to spawn or not, but like for the earlier ones at least, like banking and stuff like that, like it doesn't spread. Like it doesn't like appear. It only spreads. So like
Yeah, it's like continental.
Yeah, so like I'm like right now like going to like India because banking's now in India. So like this is my way to try and like get around this kind of stuff. I'm just trying to see because like how long it would take because like I don't really care for some techs, like whether how early I get them or not. But like for docks is like the most important thing for me, especially when I'm playing like economic nations or anything that involves the sea. And like Korea, you got a giant coastline, and naval's like the best way to go about it. I did a thing where I took 1 million loans and put trade offices in the yuan before they blew up, and that was a very good decision.
The most broken building in the game, in my opinion, is the pirate stronghold.
Oh, it
You have
is.
to-
It is.
Oh my gosh.
Why does that?
It's
20
bugged right
buckets a
now.
month.
You can build it
What?
in your capital no matter who you are. I don't know why, but it like you can't build it. It just takes 200 gold.
Yeah, it steals the money from you and then you don't actually build it.
Yeah.
I have no idea why it's
You know
showing
what
up for
also
people.
steals the gold from you, and then a rebellion happens, and then that disappears? Just like it happened this time, the local governor building. Oh my goodness! Where did
Oh,
that
I don't
go?
I don't even know where that is. Like where the governor building is. Like I've
It's
seen
in-
it like in the
nobility.
research. Nobility? What, like in the estates or?
Yeah, it's in the nobles' estates.
Why does it cause a revolt? What? You're saying you build it and it costs money
So
and then doesn't
I
run?
have a rebellion every 50-ish years, right? Maybe more, maybe less. Depends on when my ruler dies, of course. Every single rebellion has caused me to lose the local governorship, and I have 6 roads leading to it from different places on the map.
It revolts, like that province revolts, and so it kicks it, like it fucks it up.
Sounds like they need to
Yeah,
add
anywhere
a
on the
tag.
map. You know.
Sounds like they should add a trigger that says that like causes it to check for if it's a revolter tag, so that it will not delete buildings like that if it's a revolter tag that owns it, because it checks. Like that's the reason it's doing that. It's like,
Okay,
does
wait. So
tag have this or that?
I'm harbor administration. I should get a naval governor. Where do I see that?
So you'll go to nobles' estates when you're doing your buildings, and then you'll see naval governor, and then you'll look over the requirements, which is that little green scratchy scratch.
Yeah, I was
Check
looking in estate privileges. So
Yeah, and then it'll say if there are less than +0, which I have none, you can build one, right? But you
Huh.
should have a +1.
yeah, there's less than a +1 current 0, but it won't let me place it where I want. It's not connected. Oh, by land. So even though it's on the coast. Okay.
But at least
But
I
I
didn't
could-
lose it. At least I didn't lose all of my stability. You know, it's coming back. It's coming back.
Oh,
I've got
I like that a lot. That helps me for my trade stuff a lot. Cause like I could put it in Singapore for me here. That would be really good. So yeah,
I'm converting.
my plan is just to take over certain trade nodes, then just force all my trade through there that no one else is gonna be in. So then like no one else try and steal it. Like I do the Maldives. No one else is in there. And just build relations and just steal people's like pepper and pull it into my markets and then bring it all the way to Europe. My plan.
It sounds
Every
like
subject I create. Oh, sorry, Jeffrey. Go ahead.
sounds like the fact that theoretically at least works and is a engaging thing that you can do is that makes me very happy, because wider, more a broader selection of playstyles that are viable and interesting to play. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
That's
I've
what I
got-
love. That's what I
I mean,
love.
next game, if this one ends or whatever, my plan is to be Visby and
Oh my
the
god!
Baltics.
You gonna
Mhm.
what? You're not gonna do just like all the islands?
I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna convert to Norse and then only build in Visby.
Because there is part of me there is part of me that has the urge to be like, what if I just played as Sicily and only
And then
took
turn
islands?
Oh. Oh yeah, I love island memes. I did it all the time in Q4.
I would like to tell you that there's the the brothel has a building level that's based on your population size.
Okay, I thought so.
So if you had like, I don't know, 100,000 pops there, you could build a lot.
Mhm. Though the disease rate, I'm sure, just wipes out half your city every time.
That's
Nah,
funny.
don't
to
worry about it.
imagine.
Don't worry about it.
The idea that the more you build up, the more you build up the building, the worse the disease
No.
resistance becomes.
Then those like late game like disease resistance buildings will come in real handy.
I really wonder how much they like. What's the? Is it just 2 you can build? I don't know.
I think I think Islam has another one or something. I don't know. I think there's like one that's either like culture or religion related, and then there is like the one Lazzarato, I think it's called, or Mercutio. I can't remember. One of those is like the 20 or 25%.
If Khmer was a formable dude, Vijayanagara forming the Khmer Empire, they would have for like a building, because theirs is what? It's like a flat 500 pop cap, and then that's upgradable. You can build multiple levels, and then the Khmer one is 2,000 pop cap, but that's only one as long as it's that culture, and that's just like, bro.
That is the one thing that I have kind of liked about this game is the culture buildings, and like certain nations get certain other buildings and they do different things based on where you are in the world.
The one
Mhm.
thing,
Like,
okay. The only
like
thing
with,
he likes.
no, well, no, it's like what I like because right now a lot of countries are pretty bare bones in terms of like events and stuff like that. But some of that content is still there, and so like if you're have enough freedom of imagination, you can do some pretty funny memes. Like Japan has this neat little building where you turn sand into iron. You know where there's a lot of sand? The
The beach,
Sahara. The
the beach.
Sahara. You know how no one can do anything with the Sahara? Japan could make it a glorious iron
Because
supply
realistically,
system. Like,
the way it works in Japan is that you, like, when you're actually in Japan doing it, you don't actually have much sand, so it's actually a difficult process of you need to make the sand producing buildings and then you sift through the sand. So it's like
See,
literally
circumvent
these guys
that.
digging up shit
Go
tons of
around the
sand.
problem.
That's
You just
something-
gotta
Curtis,
get to Africa.
Curtis,
This
I
is
don't
how
like
I
you
play
making
the
this
game.
up. You're just making this up.
No.
Okay. No, you're making this up. You're making this up. I'm making more money than Bohemia and France as the Jalarid Horde. I'm turning the Sahara into a fucking oasis right now. You know?
See, but like stuff like that, like I want some more interesting stuff in the game that like puts a little spin on it. Like I like stuff like that because it makes me think harder and make me want to do some memes that people don't think about.
we,
I was doing memes the whole time.
I've been debating with Mags about the idea of for the mod to whether or not to allow this one culture. There's an island culture. They're kind of tribal. Half of them are tribal, and the idea is they really like copper and use bronze stuff. So the thought that came to mind was like, oh, what if we gave them something that lets them just, it's a unique cultural building that lets them produce copper, like the bog iron smelter. And I didn't even know Japan had that with sand. I just don't know what the resource they'd use up to make the copper would be, or where they'd need to build, what kind of terrain they need to build in it. But I think that might be the first custom building I make, if I can think of a way to make it proper. And have it be
Yeah, I
interesting.
do think that like the custom like buildings for when like if you can like change what production like good they use, could make for some very interesting buildings and stuff.
Mhm.
So, is there a
Mhm.
limit to the amount of resources, or can you make your own?
As in, like, can you have custom resources in a mod?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's no problem.
Okay.
That,
I didn't know if there was like still like like limits on the amount of like goods and things like that. I don't know how that is with modding. Because I
Yeah, it's
remember
the
like
only limit. The
I
only limit
remember.
is the imagination.
Well, there used to be a limited number of provinces. That used to be the
Yeah.
big thing.
older games be like that. Yeah. But one of the things also want to
Old World Blues, where you stack all the spare in the far right of the screen.
we want to messing around with the production methods and that sort of thing like you're talking about, where one of the big focuses, I mentioned to you before, the idea of magic versus mundane play styles, and those different play styles that have different types of
Would
production
require
methods
different
that they
goods
get.
and stuff like that.
They need different things
Or
for different things than each other. And
would you have some that are like kind of like could work for either? Like like you use this for this thing in magic, but a different thing in like physical or whatever.
a country being just not the magic focused, the mundane option would not mean that they don't use the custom magical resources.
Okay.
They would still
Would it be like
do stuff
a?
with
Would
them.
it be like more of a? We use the iron and tools for production, and we use the magic stuff for trade, like more like that kind of thing.
Yeah, but the magic focused countries would, and I mean, you'd still have some pops in your country
Yep.
that would
Yeah.
demand the things, even
Would
though
it be
it's
like
not
they have
focused,
more
but,
demand and you don't need to have as much uses, so it'd be like
yeah.
more supply in your market and whatnot.
But
Am I
the
crazy?
magic countries would, on the other hand, like really want a lot of the way we describe it is like, they're like a more hacks play style where you're actively trying to use these weird magical goods to like replace the production methods and make up for the fact that you sometimes don't even have access to a material, or you can just transmute stuff or make potions
Okay.
to just
Yeah, one thing
cheat.
could be like you use it like as like the mana or whatever used in Anbanar, where it's like, oh, I use 100 of this good to get this thing, or not that necessary numbers, but you could use it for maybe like a certain bonus rather than just a specific amount of a good. Like production efficiency for 10 years, whatever. That kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Or like plant growth, for like agriculture boom and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know whether or not something like that, like how feasible. I mean, Anbanar will find a way to do that sort of thing, of course. The
Yeah.
focus, the focus is going to be less on having like a button to press that makes like that like a magical button to press that like gives a nationwide effect because you cast a spell. Because even though that's like interesting, and be like, oh, I've cast this spell. Um, I personally want that to be much more rare and feels more special when there are people that can do that, because there will be extremely powerful people in the setting that can be played that
Okay,
are immortal.
that'd be more of like in the actual events kind of thing.
Meanwhile, like the actual spells and like the idea, like, oh, your country is magical, would be felt more in the the events, and then the way that you use materials and stuff, where it just feels like you're not playing by the same rules, where you're being more eccentric and literally using things like medicaments to just make certain things better. Make potions, get a better production method, produce more of this thing. Then the mundane people have to find other ways to catch up. That's the idea, but that's all long term and will be very difficult to start implementing, even though it'll be very neat. We can find the way we want to do it.
And Joffrey, I think I'm looking at this satisfaction thing for like their join threshold. It's at 1.74.
meaning that Pops would need to be at 1.74 satisfaction to join a revolt?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah.
So here's a question for you. So for the most part, I see rebellions start ticking up after you get below 35%, like
Mhm.
a state, a satisfaction, whatever. But sometimes you'll go even farther below that, and they still won't like start ticking up. But sometimes I'll see them tick up like even when it's past like 45%, like up towards 50, past 50% satisfaction. Like I think like they did something with the newest patch when with uh with enemy territory. Like sometimes the like territory you've conquered isn't considered like separatists. It's just considered as states due to lack of control. And so like that's what I found out as Florence with some land I took over, but it didn't really matter. Like
I'm
I
pretty
knew
sure
that
they just
only.
fixed that
Okay, because I was a little
because
confused with that.
because before those separatists weren't counted, because I was having like my estates rebelling, and it's like, why are you rebelling?
Yeah,
You're a separatist. I haven't even integrated you yet.
yeah,
Get out of here. Yeah.
okay.
But now they'll spend all of their money, like all of your entire all of your estates will spend all of their money on these people that are getting no progress.
They'll
My
be
my
investing in
commoners are
rebellions.
investing 12.62 ducats into negative 0.83% monthly change. So it's just going down every month, but they're still spending this 12 ducats for nothing.
And is it like would it like would you consider it to be the 12 ducats from those estates in those provinces, or is it just your entire?
I
Like
mean,
that's where I'm like I don't.
they're making 22 ducats a month, right? And they're spending 12 of those ducats to support rebels that are never going to pop or never get anywhere. They're not going up at all.
But like,
They're
is it in that estate they're making, like in that province, are they making that amount of money? Because like it usually says something like due to lack of control. Like, is it because it's conquered? Like those, it's the nobles and merchants and whatever there that are like investing, or is it everyone's investing towards that?
no, the where they're rebelling at, quote unquote, is making probably like 0.8 ducats or something.
Okay,
Like
yeah,
a
then
small-
yeah, that doesn't make very much sense then.
they're spending all of the money that they
Uh huh.
earn
Uh huh.
into that. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's like saying like all the nobles hate you because of that province, when really all the other nobles should like you, and only those nobles should hate you.
Yeah. I feel like that should probably be in the game where, oh, they're spending 0.2 ducats in these
Mhm.
4 locations because they dislike you in these 4 locations, not the entire country contributing to this
Yeah,
control.
yeah.
Because once you get big enough and you don't have a lot of control over all these lands, it's you're gonna have rebellions every single other month.
I mean, they at least they added the like estate satisfaction advisor thing, because like that helps out a lot. Like people who know how to use that cuts your time to get back to like, the equilibrium by half.
It's
So
pretty great.
like
Brother,
people who
brother,
know how to use it won't get as many rebellions.
I'm
But
at 96 satisfaction for the commoners, and they still have a rebellion, but it's not making any progress.
uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay.
And it's only for 71,000 pops.
It is funny though, because like even people that kind of know how to play this game will get a lot of rebellions and not understand why, and it's kind of fun.
Oh yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. I point it out to him all the time, and then he's just like, "Oh well, I just let it be." I was like, "Brother, I told you how to fix this."
It's just like
Are you
you just
talking
gotta look
about
like 10
me?
you.
Oh no, no,
Who are
no,
you
not you,
talking about
Joffrey.
me?
You would never make the mistake of not understanding what I'm saying. You try your hardest. You try
See,
your
I'm the
best.
I
person that'll
definitely
go
make the mistake.
2,000 ducats in debt just to pay off my rebels so they won't fire because I know the prosperity and the control is going to take forever to get back.
Yeah, it's bad.
I'm like, I'd just rather not have the problem. Money will solve everything.
Can I throw money at it? Will that solve the issue? Of course, of course.
What
That's the best thing about these games. They're like, we need 10 years of your income. And I'm like, ha, I've got 11.
What do you think about the recent the fact that they've changed like okay, two things the fact that the peasants and nobles under certain circumstances are able to build RGOs, and
Yes, it's awesome.
what do you think about the change so that you don't get freedom of subjects doesn't give you prosperity anymore or levy combat efficiency?
I don't know. Wait, I thought I saw.
It does precisely four things now. It pisses off the nobles, makes the peasants happy, it enfranchises the peasants, and it gives double pop promotion.
The promotion and the enfranchisement is very good, especially early on, because it means you get to tax more from your peasants rather than your nobles, because your nobles are gonna hate you either way. So that's why I like it.
See,
But
Nito has the
later,
opposite philosophy, I think.
see,
Yeah, you're wrong.
I just make the peasants always own.
You see,
Like,
sorry. You go first.
well, because like in my Korea game, right now, like I just got it's 1390 basically. I just got the nobles down to 21%. So like I don't even have like that much extra on their bar, and I don't want to give them estate privileges. Like now they're finally making me money. I'm making 54 taxing them at this at 13% out of 30%. I could give them more estate privileges, but I'd rather not. On the other hand, my peasants are at 3%, but their franchisement is at, I don't even know where I see that. Well, let me see. They have at least 15% plus. Oh, it's my value.
There's a map mode for it.
Okay, I'm at 50, like 55% peasant franchisement or something. Like 50, I think 50 better. Yeah, 50% peasants enfranchisement. I'm making double the amount as my nobles. They're at 43% satisfaction. This is like how I was doing it with serfdom when it was like max, and I'm only at what is I'm at 30% free subjects right now. And I like the peasant satisfaction because I don't like giving peasants a lot of like estate privileges, and the nobles I can kind of just handle because I kind of just give them all decisions that make them happy. And then when I want, I just tax them at max so that their like equilibrium's at like 20%, and then it'll go down to 35, and then I just take it off. That's how I do it.
For B, this is why I say you're wrong, because I'm taxing the nobles at 31%, right? And they have 53 estate satisfaction at 21% power, and my ruler died, so guess who's the head of cabinet now? A noble. I would
What
be
year?
1450.
When's absolutism come? 1500?
Let me see, actually. Absolutism is 1737.
1737?
Yeah, it's kind of late.
Yes.
I barely remember getting that far. Okay.
I'm
I've
So I was
literally
trying to
gotten
think.
that far.
I'm
Only
literally
gotten the
removing
Reformation
almost
twice.
all of the privileges from everybody, and I'm still making this much money.
How are you making him so happy?
Yeah, how are they only at how are they so low?
Crown power.
How'd you
Estate
get so much
power of
crown
crown.
power?
State satisfaction equilibrium 4.68%. And I have favor the ruler. I have
They did change favor the ruler like to 33%.
I have inward 9%, sovereignty 10%, universal serfdom 33, favor the ruler 33. My admin abilities only 15.
Wait, serfdom gives you crown power?
Universal serfdom.
Oh wait, oh, okay.
That's a
Uh,
government reform,
I have
right?
I have 50% from
Yes.
naval and
Yes, it
army
is.
command, and then only 8.33% from the cabinet. So I'm still missing like another like 16% plus the other 25%.
I didn't realize how good crown power is for trade.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
It's like that's the best thing.
the thing with that too that's very interesting is the fact that it's super good for trade, but it's really hard to get as a republic, which is the kind of country
Mhm.
that makes the best use of trade.
Yeah.
It's super easy
I'm
to get it as a monarchy.
I'm
Oh, power
turning off
projection.
spiritualist too.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm gonna
I-
sit here at 0 balance for like plutocracy and aristocracy, turn off spiritualist, and just hoard crown power. And right before the age of absolutism, I'm gonna go bankrupt.
See, I like spiritualists just because I know it's harder to like assimilate if they're not of your religion. Like it just seems easier to convert religion, especially starting off, than it is assimilating.
Yeah.
Because assimilating takes cultural, like whatever tradition influence into account as well, which early game sucks unless you're like France.
That's also true.
Yeah, but if you have friends, you suck already out. So
Look at Eric pretending he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, look at Eric
Oh,
pretending he knows what he's
no.
talking
I'm
about while also at work.
Yeah, he's just coming. He's gonna come back next week to see Sweden and be like, "Ah, it's still alive. Thanks."
yeah. I come back and I actually realize, oh wait, yeah, I played for like half an hour and the game is better than I left it. Oh,
Yeah,
what
except
does
it's
it
not gonna
mean?
do your economy favors. That is one
Oh,
thing.
don't worry, you didn't saw the economy before. Trust me, there's nothing with a favor to do, eh?
The AI sucks at economy in this game. At 1389 as Korea, I'm at 900 tax base. The Ashikaga Shogunate's still at 400.
Oh,
Very sad.
you know you can switch to Shinto and just get free money out of thin air, right?
I get enough money.
It's
You
based
never
on
get
your
enough money.
tax base,
God.
and it doesn't come from anything. It's literally money you ask from the shogunate every 5 years or something like that, and it's just free money, just out of thin air. Don't tell Paradox I told you, okay? They'll get mad at me. And I
That's
also
awesome,
like
Eric.
traditional economy in this patch too, because there's the
Yeah.
estate privilege that gives you 20% output to iron, copper, and stone. And I feel like,
Ooh, that's
you know
pretty
what I'm saying?
good. Yeah.
And one of the biggest cost reductions to mining there is 33%, brother.
Ooh.
These buildings cost 20 a pop.
Okay, one thing I have to say, Sweden's 400% mine. It's not okay. It's not okay. It is it's more than a gold mine. Like what?
Eric
What
could
the
talk
fuck?
about how there wasn't an economy to save or anything, but no, Sweden's great. It's an
Yeah.
amazing country.
I don't think the AI can even mess
If you
up
know how
Sweden.
to play it,
Mhm.
you forgot the really important. Don't worry, Geoffrey. Now I'm a noob. I will learn. And next
Don't
mega,
worry.
we will talk.
Next session, I'll bail you out. I'm gonna be rich after my current war. I'm fighting 2 banks.
Wait,
They're
wait,
gonna.
wait.
Aren't you Romania?
No, I'm
I-
Florence.
I have 5 years,
Is that
brother.
the
I have
same?
5 years. Please.
I'll pay you any amount of money to live.
Oh God, I will go bankrupt for you
Trust me,
again.
trust me. I just wrote down what you said and I will remember.
Oh yeah.
I-
Joffrey, I'm gonna be annexing Pisa soon, and then I can help you fight Genoa.
God damn. Filthy.
I'm going
Cretins.
as fast as I can to Asia, because I'm gonna immediately attack Aragon and take the whatever the Majorcas, and then I'm gonna colonize the islands off of.
Oh my goodness, bro is gonna be creeping around. He's gonna be creeping around the coast of Africa.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna know anything, and I'm gonna be in Japan. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just
I
gonna
hope
be
you know.
quiet.
I hope you know Egypt is gonna be mine. I'll give you like Yemen or
No, it is
something.
not.
You know.
No, Egypt's mine. You ain't in this conversation.
Geoffrey, simple question. Yeah. How many are you going to pay me?
I'm not paying him anything. He doesn't have it. It's not his to give.
Okay. How many does he pay me next session?
You're not even in
I
Diplo
told,
range.
No, I
I
don't think
totally
any of us can
am.
even speak to you. I'd be surprised
I mean,
if
this
even
is
Florence is in Diplo range of you.
this is the guy that all he wanted to know at the beginning of the session was how do I feel in an army, and I was like, armories, my boy, and he's like, got it.
Don't worry. Simi already teach me the basics. Like, okay, I looked at the shape game, and in terms of stability, why don't you have any stability? And I was like, you need this shit.
Oh
So
my God.
you already teach me that the first things I should look at is stability and authority.
And legitimacy.
I think I'm gonna
Yeah,
get the pop
it is,
satisfaction to rebel at 0.
I only did this twice, so
This game can be very confusing starting up. It's a lot more in depth than the other games.
Hmm.
and to be honest, I only joined the game to learn the game because I had no fun
Don't
playing it
worry, you
alone.
got Florence to bail you out. This is what I was talking about, Joffrey, when I was saying that I could just be a little person in Italy and just pay off everybody the entire game.
But
See,
don't you need to hand stuff to Mags and then hope that he doesn't skim money off the top when he then hands it to Eric?
Oh yeah, like the one where he sent it and it was like 20% or something.
the interest on the loan.
He got robbed.
Yeah, it is funny how Italy is really just broken in terms of economy for small countries. Because I'm already making like 20 ducats a month,
Yeah.
and I'm still at like 50 to 70 or whatever economic base. So
I just don't know
Well,
if we
that's-
can like Eric is not good enough at the game to like fix Sweden. I don't think we can have him play Sweden. Like I wouldn't even want to try and fix Sweden right now. It'd take forever. That's more annoying than fixing Byzantium.
Yeah. And Curtis, the reason why I only could send you like 170 ducats is because your tax base was so low. I had literally 2,000 ducats, and I tried to give it away before I blew up.
Sorry, I'm back. Some weird people actually wanted me to do something.
Yeah, how could they ask you to do your job?
No,
Jeez.
not like that. Not like that. They were like, yeah, we have tzatziki. You know tzatziki? Like this it's something like yogurt, like something made from milk. It has to be unloaded at gate 6. I was like, good girl, I'm working with paper, cartons, and plastic. What do I have to do with your fucking tzatziki? Now, someone has to do it. Not to me. Well, anyway, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you there. And Geoffrey, don't worry, Sweden will be fine.
It doesn't have to be. You could just you could play Norway instead.
I think the funniest
Try to play
thing.
normally. That's the thing.
So, Joffrey, has Mags not played like too much of the game, right? Like, he's mostly just been like in his like modded game or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
He took so long in Italy in our other game to like solidify it.
That was his first
like
game.
I'm already.
That was his first
Yeah.
game.
Okay.
Ever.
That's what I thought. Because I'm already like expanded like 3 times my size. I'm in my coalition war. That's easy, and I've made all the other Italian states happy with me. I'm like, I'm gonna form Italy in like 1450. So is where I'm thinking right now. So he just was. I don't know like if how like his wars went, but he was so worried against France, and I'm like, France isn't that bad. Like, if you have enough professionals, I mean, now with the patch, it's probably a little different, but before it was like
a little. Just a little, yeah.
But I was like, we have combined 50,000 professionals. They're not gonna last. I'm like, we can fight the world, dude. And he's like, let's wait another year. And I'm like, start the damn war!
To be honest, that's just Magnus. I played with him a lot of like Paradox games. He's just really cautious about really much things.
Yeah, meanwhile, me, 10 years into the game, I'm like, I'm gonna go fight Bohemia. I give 400 aggressive expansion. It's just a number.
To be honest, it is just a number.
I did have 5 coalition wars after that, but they lost. They all lost. Yeah, that is one thing. I think the AI still needs. You can beat up the AI. You can bully the AI with less than a fourth of their economic tax base. It's kind of sad.
Yeah. I'm wondering too if I get the upgraded tech for the levy stuff, does it just give me that amount towards the step horde militia or what? I don't want to get it and then it just gives me regular footmen and then I'm just boned.
You're wanting more of the tribal is that what your horseman levies are? Are they also the tribal levies in
Yes, and
okay,
they're
okay.
good. I got 30,000 of them. 30,000 of them. I can
Okay.
stack. I can literally stack wipe Egypt's 80K. I'm not kidding.
Because that's what I was talking to Joffrey about, doing Al-Andalus. I'm like, it's possible. It's just
different units. Different units.
Yeah.
He has horse horde militia, something like that. There is a different unit that just generic tribes have. If tribal pop exists, if owner has reformed allow tribal levies, if in that location's market there is horses, then raises as tribal cav. Tribal cavalry is different from horde militia, the horse archer thing. They're both very strong, but one of them is built different.
One of them is built different. You're right, Choppy. And I've been doing everything I can to get more horses.
Is it all in the inevitable fight against Timur?
Literally. So you wouldn't think about this, but from the Aretinids all the way down, you can build stud farms. You can build
Yeah,
stud
yeah, yeah.
a lot of them.
Even
It's
in the
so good.
mountains?
Yes, yes.
Especially in the mountains.
Here, I'll show you. This is really cool. I love this part.
That is like the one thing that's super weird, because like the way they did that now is it fucks with the market, because as Korea, like I guess horses were like really big on my market for a second, so like it said I was gonna get like 30 over like over the next like 5 years, whatever it says, in like 20 different provinces. So I built one in all of them, and then it was like, yeah, no, you don't need this many, we're gonna close half of these. And I was like, what?
This is all stud farm locations, Curtis.
Dang.
Yeah. It's
Almost into
studded up.
Georgia.
I can probably build more here. I just don't own this stuff. Because I'm pretty sure.
So, have you tried improving relations with the whole yet?
What does it need? It's topography, right? No, climate. Yeah, I can still build more here because it's Mediterranean and continental. Brother, this is like all the way over
Mediterranean,
here,
continental,
all the way
Oh,
down,
yeah.
here,
Oh.
all the way down here, all the way over here, everywhere.
Oh,
It's
that's why
beautiful. It's a
Mags was so
beautiful piece.
annoyed, because North Italy is like all subtropical and you can't build them in subtropical locations.
You know what's really
See,
funny? Do you see this, Curtis? It's a little bit earlier than it was in you guys' multiplayer game. Milan, Milan big.
No, he was just so cautious. I'm like, dude,
Yeah, he
just
is.
kill him.
Well, what
you
he
would have
was
gotten
very
his ass
cautious, and you guys were
murdered.
like,
I don't know, like
yeah,
you gravely, and I don't mean like greatly, no, you gravely misunderstand how powerful France is. You were an order of magnitude stronger than Mags was at that point in time. He later on could have fought France. He just didn't have like a reason to anymore and was just sitting on his hands because he just wants to sit there. But earlier when you were talking about him fighting France, you you were several dimensions above him, fighting Bohemia with a horde of vassals when he's just a guy with 1 unit of cav.
I'm always ready to throw down with France, man. I hate them. I hate them, and I hate
Amen.
Bohemia.
Amen. What?
you heard him.
Yeah, the sad thing is I love Bohemia. They're in this game. They're too broken. They're too broken for me to play, and that's why I hate them.
Yeah.
He hates
Because I
them
want to play
specifically
them.
because you like them.
Yes, exactly. I want to play them, but they're too broken, so I can't play them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why don't you make a challenge? You let me play them for 2 hours, and afterwards you play them.
Yeah, let him mess it up first.
Oh, it's like who's it?
Oh no, I will
games
play.
too? Spiffing Brit. Give them the
Yeah.
old.
Oh no,
save
don't
state.
worry. I will play the best game I ever did in EU5 with Bohemia, and afterwards you can fix it.
It's not a very high bar.
See, I like a game where there's enough
Ow,
challenge
Jeffrey.
that you could be annexed at any time, but not enough of a challenge where it takes 30 years to get off of 0.1 income. That's where I draw the line.
You want to know something?
So
even crazier?
you want it easy,
Curtis,
but not too easy.
look at this arranged marriage, right? Look at this dynasty, right? This is my dynasty. Okay. I arranged marriage. There's my dynasty. What is that? This is like a brother-in-law. That's also my dynasty. Third cousin, very closely related, very closely related. Brother-in-law. They're like literally related.
He's cosplaying the royalty of Europe all over again.
How's Baghdad since you burned it down?
What do you mean? It's right here.
It's burned down.
Yeah, it is burnt down. I'm supposed to move my capital over here, but I gotta annex because I made a mistake and turned him Kurdish. So now he's Kurdistan instead of me. Feels bad moment. 109 for stability though. Like
That's pretty.
expected army for a step horde. Am I over my expected army? No, I'm way under it.
Fuck,
Oh my
Not
god.
even close.
10,000.
Not even close.
Oh my god. Wait a minute. So if I raise all my levies, does that fix it?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I think it has to be professional. I think you just they're just like, you're not supposed to have an economy, dude.
No, it fixes it. It fixes it. You lied.
it
You
did?
lied.
It did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I guess you're just gonna never let them levies go home. You're not coming home, boys. We're going to the next campaign.
That's right, son. That's right.
It's like Alexander's host. He's like, "Are we gonna go home yet, Dad? Nah, we're going to India next."
This is how much money this costs, though. 0.67 ducats for 218 step horde militias.
That's crazy.
Imagine
That's crazy.
being a new recruit. Imagine being a new recruit. So, Sergeant, we will go home soon, right? I left as my child was just a year old, and he enlisted 2 months ago. We will go nowhere. Oh, fucking hell, wollt ihr nicht dem anders auf den Sack gehen? Sorry, I'm coming back in a second.
So if I don't know if you know this, but if you have a court language that isn't like your primary culture of the country or whatever, you get a -5 estate satisfaction to all your estates.
Damn.
But Latin.
So
But-
like, is it still a benefit that like to be just like a
No, you
country?
good.
That, I mean, to be like like a language that just has like a stronger like amount. That would it fucking. It's like the main thing is like how many people use it, or is it just a political like relationship thing?
It's just essentially like your total pops of each type. So say if all my nobles spoke a different language and I had a different court language, they would be mad. That'd be 5%.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, it's just
So
your
it's like a
total pop.
debate between your estates and like your actual people liking you versus you being liked by your neighbors who speak that language or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's like it's mostly like a Baltic, Lithuania, that kind of stuff.
And one of the reasons why, as like the step port, it's probably easier to be super high in crown power. They have this, which gives 2.5 estate satisfaction equilibrium, and then you can still do the 1% here, and then there's you can go back over here and do the 2.5% here, and then whichever one you want to tax more, you just change it to their estate law here. Because I think they also get something special for being step horde. Is that an H2?
Wait, so how did you live against Timur here?
I murdered him.
Okay.
Mhm.
Kill them, wipe them out, root and stem.
Yeah, I like I said, it took me until 1369. Like, I almost didn't make it.
So I'm a little pissed off about something. Remember
Sorry.
how I changed my?
What
It's
did
not
you- what-
It's not you. So remember how I changed my succession law to dynastic succession because I really wanted to keep my dynasty alive, and that was the only way that I saw that I'd keep the Savoy dynasty on the throne. Well, my countess died, and is like, well, there's a ton of Savoys left, but instead the game, for some reason, with dynastic election, it has picked two random motherfuckers in my court and been like, elect one of these two guys.
They're close
I
enough.
I dislike the games
One
for
of
that
them's
kind
even
of stuff.
Catholic.
Okay,
Which
so
we don't
there's
allow.
so remember how like Connor, who played Sweden last time, lost Norway when he turned Norse. It's because you can't change the Norwegian succession law. Like, even if you have the Union of Crowns,
You
like
can do that.
same succession law,
It's actually
it
not
doesn't
hard to
let
do.
you.
What you need
No.
to do if I've done it as Norway, so in reverse. What you need to do if you're doing it as Sweden is actually very simple, because if you turn Norse as Sweden, you're already stronger, so you become the senior partner very easily. So what you do then is you change your succession law to your religious succession law to any religion, and then when your succession
did
law is
that.
any religion, then you enforce that on Norway. You change it so that you have the same succession law for all members of the union, which then means that they also allow any religion, so you both can have the same heir. Then you just have to make sure that you use the estate parliament to enforce that law on them, and you don't let them
Okay,
change
it
the law
might
back.
be a bug then, because like they were positive and I asked and they said no
Asked what?
while it was positive, like to change their succession law. They just, like, even though it was like +5, they were like, we're not going to change your succession law.
You
And then I
don't
went to the
ask.
estate,
Oh, you see. Okay, the estate parliament.
You
and then I
tell.
went to the
Okay.
estate parliament, and then the estate parliament, just like it says, you can't. Like, that was my problem. I don't know why it did that, but like I could never use the estate parliament. I mean, not the estate parliament, the union parliament.
Yeah.
Did
sorry.
you know satisfaction can go below 0?
No.
Negative 18.45%
Is that due to
satisfaction.
tolerance?
No, it's due
Oh,
to the horde event. Because every time it pops after my ruler dies, this has been stacking up since the beginning of the game, and it goes down 1% yearly. So I just keep getting this modifier every single time in specific locations, but it only goes down 1% yearly. So this keeps getting higher and higher and higher.
I guess you better stop being a horde.
No.
I think there's a reason they ran out of fashion.
Well, I fixed this building too. So now I can build it in anywhere that's my primary culture or accepted culture. Look at that. Would you look at that?
That's a lot.
That's how it actually is. But it's per 20,000 pops you can upgrade it.
That's crazy.
They changed it because it used to be 1 per, and you could actually build the building almost anywhere. And then they broke it. So I just made a bug fix for it. And I also fixed the other building, which was like, in the notes it says, oh, this is for tribesmen. And I was like, by the time you form Persia, all of the tribal pops don't exist.
That is one thing I dislike. It's like, because there's some countries where it's like at some point it's better to integrate the tribals rather than keep them around. But for the countries that you want to keep them around for, they just integrate naturally, and you're like, no,
Weird.
I need
look.
you.
This is
weird
around the
thing.
time that I would actually form Persia, is right now. Look how many tribal pops there are. 3,600 in my country.
And look around, they're not even like anywhere, like just in the fucking.
Yeah, that's it.
There's just
Right
some
there.
Morocco.
So one of the things that I really that's like the reason that I was originally going to play Scotland, and I'm still being like, God, wish me. So I'm looking forward to playing them next time. That's definitely I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna play Scotland next time. Is the fact that they have weird content that is just theirs, where they can, depending on weird factors I don't fully remember, have certain pops pops be considered part of the tribal estate, even if they aren't. They need to have a certain government reform, and they need to be a certain culture, and it will be like, all right, those pops are now
So you with your
tribe estates.
footman again.
So like, so they'll be you'll have nobles that'll be considered tribal estate, even though they're noble pops, which is
It's pretty
curious. Yeah,
I
I'm
feel
pretty
like
sure that it does not work if they're your primary culture after having looked at it more and like glancing, seeing what ones it's picking from. So, but I think that theoretically what that means is that if I did Norse Gale, I got do the Norse Gale Britain, then all I could keep Highlander culture around as this little like gimp culture that I spread just a little bit of around the place, and then it makes those pops tribal estate, just so you keep the state around.
Have you any idea to mess with that with your own mod, or is
Oh,
that just
definitely.
vanilla stuff?
That's part of the reason I really want to test it out, and
Is that for like more cult like stuff where you try to spread it into other people's places, or
well, on one hand, there is definitely the idea of like, oh, what if there's a super niche religion, and under certain circumstances that gets its own estate. But the main one is there is a specific, there's a subgroup of a race of the rock people race that are hugely focused around being administrators. So the way that I'd theoretically want to try implementing it is that there'd be like a government reform or a law or any number of things you pass, and if you do that, then it causes all of the pops of that culture in your country to uh, join this estate, this unique estate for them, like Dimmy style, and then they Dimmy Cossacks kind of thing, and then you'd get to give them special privileges, which would make different gameplay. And the way that I'd work around making sure that the estate stays around, because obviously the AI will just assimilate them all, um, is the way that the Cossack estate sticks around, because you can give out a privilege to the Cossacks, which just stops you from assimilating or promoting tribal pops, but that's a stopgap at best. So what they usually do to get around it is the fact that there are events that cause tribal Cossack culture pops to spawn, and I would do a similar thing where if you have given out this privilege or law or whatever, and you've got that estate, the game would check for it, and then it would every once in a while just deposit small numbers or like give you the option of purchasing. You're like, oh yeah, do you want to get some of these guys? Like they're offering their services. Do you want some? And it'll be like, oh, here's 100 clerics of this culture and religion, and then you'll keep the estate as a result. There, rant over.
nice?
you're baiting them. That's what you're
Masterfully.
saying. Yeah. You're a debater. You're a master at baiting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hop off. I'll see you on Saturday.
Later,
Alright.
brother.
Bye for now.
What a nice fellow.
And you beat me to it before I could say something heinous. What a pleasant individual.
He smells like flowers today.
No, I will call her out and say that Charlie is lonely and wants to talk. So but she doesn't want to talk on stream. So I've been playing this for a couple hours now. She's probably still watching, so she'll hear me say this.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna call her out for that and say that I'll probably stop this soon then because of that.
That's fair. That's fair.
And then I'll just mod while talking with her, I guess. But she said she was thinking about joining VC, so she might.
Ooh, she's cooking?
Talk. Yeah. Yeah. I do like talking with the girlfriend.
Yeah, she's a nice lady. No matter what she says about you.
Mm-hmm. I know. You may say that she says the worst things about me, but she's just too precious. So.
That's right. That's right.
Be curious to see
The
what Sigurd does with Savoy on the weekend as well, because you know he's expanding a lot faster than I am in this game, and he's also theoretically going to have that Austria player helping him out more as well, so that should be interesting.
Mhm.
Assuming they
Oh,
come
did
back.
we fix
If,
that?
I have not fixed it yet, but like that will take like 3 seconds loading up before we start. Well, while we're in lobby sim. Well, not in lobby sim, but you know, like the half hour before we actually put up the lobby. I'll load up the game in debug mode. Console command, more stability. Change culture back. Console, more stability again, with a little extra on top. Just to say I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. You have to. You definitely have to console the culture, because if you don't, like, it's like 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a little slip. A little slip. It
Oh,
happens to the best of us.
happened to Mags in the previous game, so yeah.
Yeah, but he was just like, I'm still angry about this, but I'll keep playing.
Yeah.
So I've got this rebellion percentage down to 0. So if pop satisfaction is at 0,
It should theoretically
they
just
won't
be
rebel.
incapable of revolt.
Well, they can go below 0. That's why they are
Oh,
rebelling
yeah.
still.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, I didn't know this, but this is a Shiite thing. The school of Alavism is pop threshold is -5%.
Yeah, the game's a little funky like that. There's a couple unique ones for sure. That different. There's also ones for a body. I don't remember their stats, but yeah, there's unique ones all around.
The best ones are still like the Sunni ones. Well, I think you can get Maliki as the body, but not Shiite. Or wait, is that the other way around? Either way, I just know that like a lot of good events happen as Persia if you're a Shiite.
Makes sense. Yeah, as we had discussed, that's the religion they really want you to go for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it has now reached the 3-hour mark, which I've basically made my standard for this. I'm trying to become more scheduled in general in my life, because as I always say, when my room and my space and my that sort of thing is a mess, it makes my life a mess, and when my life's a mess, it makes my room a mess. So
That's right.
that's right.
That's the Jordan Peterson lifestyle, brother.
The lobsters. It's all about the lobsters. I will end this stream here. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.